Chris, thanks. We all have that one intersection that causes us to cringe. Maybe it's too busy, or maybe drivers seem to speed there. It's a cause for concern because according to the Ohio State Highway Patrol, there are more than 80 more deadly crashes this year throughout the state than last year. Amanda Fay digs into some of the most problematic intersections in our area, and what she found might surprise you.
A simple drive can change in just a few seconds.
The biggest issue we're running into is the speed.
Sergeant Thomas LaForge has worked the Toledo Police traffic section for 6 years. This is the problem his team is seeing. Drivers clocked going over 100 miles per hour. One driver almost hitting 110.
Drivers, especially during COVID when everything was shut down and traffic was so light, speed increased. So our number of crashes and injury crashes, serious injury, fatals increased last year, even though there were less cars on the road.
According to the Ohio State Highway Patrol, there have been 79,000 crashes in Lucas County and more than 19,000 in Wood County to date. Staggering numbers that led to the question, what are the problem spots? To get answers, we dug into a TMACOG study, which tracked our region from 2017 to 2019, covering Lucas, Wood, and Monroe counties. The 70-page study found over those 3 years, our region saw more than 56,000 crashes, 41,000 property damage, and 158 deadly.
Statewide, we have already had over 1,000 deaths this year, compared to only 900 last year and only 700 the year before.
The study ranked the most problematic intersections and road sections based on severity, which means if you get into a crash at these locations, you're most likely to suffer an injury. The number of crashes averaged with the number of injuries determined the rankings. What was found might surprise you. The number 1 road section is Hill between Reynolds and Wentz. Topping the intersection list, Glendale at CHARMAINE.
With a number of ongoing problematic intersections and roadways, but we're always seeking to improve them, improve the safety, whether that's through improving our timing, signal timing, our pedestrian crossing safety, our infrastructure. These are all really critical assets that help kind of fix these problems that we see.
Burnett says the way the study was conducted does not alarm him when it comes to these roads. Glendale at CHARMAINE had a total of 22 crashes, Hill between Reynolds and Wentz only 38, but Airport and BYRNE drove in the most with 232.
Airport and BYRNE was identified early on in the ODOT's process as one of Ohio's most dangerous intersections. So we're working with ODOT to pursue a project within that governor's top 50. So we should be seeing some reconstruction ideas within the next year.
Toledo police blame the amount of traffic and speeders for the problems at Airport and BYRNE. As for the city, it's currently working with ODOT on the Pedestrian Safety Infrastructure Program. This will upgrade pedestrian signals and walkways throughout the metro.
We've been creating high-vis backplates for all of the signals, and so all of those things contribute to a greater identity within these intersections.
Another aspect of improved safety is the Jefferson Avenue cycle track, the first of its kind in the Glass City, a $2 million project that separates walkers, cyclists, and drivers. TPD is also using grant money to have more officers on patrol to stop speeders. So what can you do to reduce crashes and to make our roads safer?
If you have to talk to somebody, pull off the road. You know, you look down and you figure for every mile per hour, a car travels about 1.5 feet. So at 45 miles an hour, you glance down and you glance back up, you could cover a football field.
It's a sobering reality, but if we do our part, we can all help turn crash numbers around and help with being a solution to our traffic problems. In Toledo, Amanda Fay, WTOL 11.